Let's go. Ah, Shay. What's going on? What is Chris Akin? Let everybody get up in here. Let everybody get up in here. I just got the notification on my phone that I am live. Got the notification on the phone I am live. So let's go. Nick. In the chur kapr chesa. Kensu kaku. I am esekim. I am etapu. I am ekau. Mel krua shel krua sepefe. Ashe, 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 ashe. Nigga, what's going on? Hold on, I gotta watch the language because you know the 2 minutes with the monetization. Hope everybody having a happy Frias day. A happy Frias day. Hope everybody having a happy Frias day. Fria means is the goddess of Venus. Friday being her day. Frias day. That's why it's called Friday. Fria day. Friade. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, that's what that shit's called, nigga. Friade. Make sure as you come in, you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Make sure you tap in the chat. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. So when I do go live, you know what's going down. Let me just share this on my social medias real quick. 1 second. Make sure y'all hit that like, hit that subscribe as y'all come in. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe as y'all come in. Hit the notification bell as well. Let y'all know when I'm going live. You hear me? Post this on Facebook. But yeah, so my bad about the background noise with the wind chimes, but that's just nature. That's just the nature, as they say. So let me go ahead and give a little explanation of what I was saying when I was saying what I was saying. So when I said in the beginning, enek nature kepr Joseph kensu keku yeme sekim yeme tepu yeme keu mel karua se perfect. What that means, that's an ancient Egyptian uh language, what you guys would call the hieroglyphs. I said that I am the great nature, functionality, the essence of God, which came into transformation or transmutation through or with itself or of itself. Kensu Keku, the wanderer of primordial or primeval darkness. I come in peace, I come in power, I come in words of power. My words have been vindicated as truth. My words have been spoken to disturb those of the God of in the ethers. That's basically what I said. Ashe. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. So let's get this straight. Right? What is the devil? That's the question that we're asking here. Smoke break. And the reason I'm asking this question because we're going to expound on this through knowledge. We're not going to have, there shall be no opinions unless you have one and you want to share it. Then you can share it and we can all have a discussion. But what I'm going to be speaking about will be complete fact as far as what we can objectively research and find out the truth or the falsehoods behind what we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? We can do that. But if we always trying to how can I say, if we're always trying to do this on a cute level and on a appeasal and things of that nature, it's not gonna work. I need a haircut like a motherfucker. That's been hella on my mind. I've been thinking about that for like the past 3-4 days. I'm like, man, I need a haircut like a bitch. So let's go into this. What is the devil? Feel free to write your answers in the chat. Write your answers in the chat. We're gonna talk about this on a real nigga level though. What do I mean by that? That means there shall be no thing that I shall share with you guys that does not reflect objectivity, objectivity, objectivity. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? It means that everything I'm about to show you, we will have resources to collectively look at and go from there with. So it's not just gonna be like, oh well, Kinsu said this, kallmekek said this. No, it won't be that. That will not be how this goes down. How this goes down will be kallmekek said this, and this is what he shared. Kinsu Keku said this, and this is the information that he shared. Smoke break. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. I'm waiting on this book to load up so I can share with you guys what we're looking at. 1 second. Hope everybody having a good free ass day. My Cash App is in the damn description. If any of this information I'm saying resonates with you, make sure to hit the Cash App. Anything helps. I do not take $2 Cash Apps, but anything helps. Today is the day Ah, ha 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 ha. Right on time. Right on time. Let me tell you something. So I was gonna go into some. I was gonna do a video on takeoff, but shout out to my nigga Mac Mean. I was gonna wait till Mac Mean is available, and I was gonna do one with Mac Mean on her. But let's look into this. I'm about to go ahead and share this with you guys. Share the screen with you guys. So here we go. So when you look at the screen right here today, and this is from the Patricia Telesco's 365 days of the goddesses, the book of the goddesses. Okay. Um, this is basically a book, very good book, especially for those that are into the occult practices or Luciferianism, Sethianism, uh, 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 any type of left hand path work, Wicca, you know, Kimbanda, Palo Mayambe, uh, Santeria, uh, the Agori, the Agori, you know, the Goetia, the clip off, etc., etc. These This is a good book because it works with the great mother, which is dark energy, or the great womb that we are consumed in or consuming from. How you want to look at it. So when it comes down to it, today itself, today is the 4th, November 4th, where I am at in California. I'm in California, in Flint, Michigan. It's the day of Hinwen. Now, Hinwen is also a word in ancient Egyptian, so we'll get into that in a minute. But let's get into this first. So, today is the day of turning the devil's boulder in England. Hmm. Funny that I named this "What is the Devil?" Today is the day of turning the devil's boulder in England. Hinwen. The theme of Hinwen. Let me zoom in so everybody can see here. I forgot my thing is touchscreen. I could just do this. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a touchscreen. Touchscreen laptops for the win. Sometimes peace, prosperity, fertility, harvest is the theme. So that is to find peace, live in your prosperity, manifest through the fertility, and reap what you sow from your harvest. The symbols is the sow, S-O-W. Well, that's what I just said. It's also grain, it's honey, the eagle, and the wolf. So look for dreams that if you have had dreams of eagles, or you've seen eagles recently, you've seen wolves recently, or you had a dream of a wolf, you've seen any movies that had eagles or wolves in it, then you may have this deity, Hinwen, which is the fertile British goddess, kind of like Taueret. So for those that's in familiarity of the Kemetic side of things, this would be the form of Taueret, which is Taweret, Taueret. That's how it's pronounced. A lot of people will say Teret or Tarot, Tauro, Taure, Taurue. You can say whatever you want, but it's or Tarere, Tauere. So Tauere is a form of Hinwen. So here we go. This fertile British goddess appears in the form of a pregnant soul who births abundance in our lives. In mythology, she wandered the countryside, mothering grains, bees, cats, eagles, and wolves as she's traveled. Hinwen also presides over all physical and magical agricultural efforts. So let's say you actually trying to grow something on your farm. Then this would be somebody that you want to honor and pour a libation to. You'd want to tap in and and light an incense to Hinwen. Ashe. Smoke break, smoke break, smoke break. But you want to light an incense, pour a libation, create a sigil. If you're a woman, you can even offer, and you're on your cycle, you can even offer up menstrual blood to Hinwen, because when a woman's pregnant, she has no cycle. You see, so that can be, if you want to offer her into your body to get fertile. Let's say you trying to get pregnant. Let's say you out there, in them booty shorts, them tight booty shorts, twerking for a nigga. Uh, Next thing out there hypnotized nigga with them tight booty shorts and them jeans, out there twerking for a nigga, and the next thing you know, you pregnant, and then asking him for monies. Man, these hoes is cheese on a board. Shout out to Israel 85 and the nigga turtles. You gotta look that up. I might go into that later, but I want to stay on the tangent I'm on. I don't want to go on another tangent. He said, next thing you know, he said, next thing you know, they pregnant, asking you for money. Man, these hoes is cheese on a board. Wait, what about this guy? This ain't a trap, is it? Smoke break. So yeah, if you really tapping in and want to have a good harvest, you can call in Henwin. If you want to get pregnant, you can call on Henwin. If you want to get your bitch pregnant, you can call on Henwins on hook. Let's go down. So to do today. So in Devon Village, England, there lies an old stone called the Devil's Boulder. Why the fuck you think they called it that? Let's keep going. Devon Village, the devil on age. We're going to look up Devon Village. Let's look up Devon Village real quick. Shout out to Takeoff. Hold on, y'all. Devon Village, Devil's Boulder. The Devil's Stone. Okay. One of those strange English traditions. Okay, so let's look at this shit here. Let's get back to this and we're going to get into it. Legend says that during a battle, Satan flung this stone into the village to keep peace and prosperity in the town and ensure continued good harvests. The stone must be turned annually. For us, this might translate into an annual furniture rearrangement, leaving one piece of grain in each piece to invoke Hinwin's ongoing providence for your home. To partake of Hinwin's abundance and encourage your own nurturing nature, try eating a whole grain toast for breakfast with honey, which comes from the goddess's bees. Or enjoy a BLT. That's what I had, a BLT today. Literally. That's what I didn't even read this part yet. I went to Pearson's Grill. So right now I just came back from Pearson's Grill. And I can show y'all that on the camera. I can even go. I can even show you the goddamn leftovers of BLT if you really want to see. I'd have to go in the trash, but that would let's not go that far. But yeah, so I went to Pearson Grill, the spot down the street, and because I go on a daily walk every day, and I didn't realize I wonder if I got if I should go to. I wonder if they open because sometimes they don't be open till 10 or 11, and some days they be open at 9. So I'm like, it's like 9:30 ish. I'm like, let me go see if they open. So I go to Pearson Grill. I walk my little ass around there. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking to Pearson Grill and whatnot. And as I'm walking to Pearson Grill, I I happen to I don't even know why. To be honest with you, I don't even know why. I just decided that I was going to go ahead and get me a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with egg and cheese. With scrambled egg and cheese. Mm-hmm. With the scrambled egg and cheese. That's what I decided to do. So, shout out to everybody that's coming through. Make sure you hit the likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe. Hit the comments. The live chat. That's what I mean. You can also comment on the video once the video is done. But hit that live chat. Also, to make sure you share the video too. Yeah, share the video. Got my shit is goddamn touchscreen. I don't know where the fucking mouse is at. I can't even see it on this bitch. That's the only way I can read the chat. Here we go. So, like I was saying, or enjoy a BLT for lunch and a pork roast for dinner. That's crazy. We had roast yesterday. It wasn't pork roast, but you know, maybe it was. I don't know. I gotta ask. But pork roast for dinner. And since the soul is Hinwen's sacred animal, eating its meat symbolically allows you to take in this goddess's essence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's what I've been trying to. That's what I explained in my class. That's what I've been trying to explain to niggas for a long time. When you offering up these offerings, you have to eat them shits. When the canon, that's what kinsu is. That's why they said kinsu, or they thought unas or oni. That's why they thought they were cannibalistic. That has shit to do with cannibalistic. He was talking about eating the gods because what it was he was eating the essence of what they represented. Because the word God in Egyptian is the word nature or necheru. So if I say I am feasting on the necheru, what the fuck does that sound like? I'm eating on what's natural, nigga. You see how the white boy will fuck you in the ass real quick with knowledge? When you stupid, 21, you can't learn shit. What do I mean by that? I mean that you're not giving yourself the opportunity to learn because you're believing in something. It's like Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving ain't wrong in what he's saying. We are the actual people they're talking about. That's a fucking fact. The problem is the book and the shit that he posted says that the Holocaust didn't happen, and it says a whole bunch of shit. And that's where you get the problem of the author trying to create shock value. Trying to create shock value to sell a book or a movie. It's a known. When he said I can't be anti-Semitic, he can't be anti-Semitic. First of all, they are European. There is no such thing as a Jew. I don't care how you feel. They gonna strike this video down probably. But there's no such thing as a Jew. Because a Jew comes from being Jewish, which means you practice Judaism. That means anybody can be a fucking Jew, nigga. You give a nigga a book, he can be a Jew. I'm a Jew now. Why? Because the word Jew comes from the ancient Egyptian word Jew, which meant an evil person, somebody who dwelt in a mountain. Who the fuck you think we was talking about, nigga? The European. Did he not come from? Is he not Caucasian? Did he not come from the Caucasus Mountains? Do I gotta pull it up? I will. Let's pull it up. Let's go ahead and pull it up just in case. So we got some fucking Dixon Dictionary. Here we go. Just so we have some sources here. While that's loading up, let's keep going up. So when you eat the pork, if you were to eat pork roast or eat some pork today, I did. I ate some bacon. Shout out to Henwin. You have then invoked the goddess because you have taken her essence within you. If you have indoor plants, ask Henwin to keep them green and growing by put a piece of grain. So you can put some rice. Rice is good. Or if you got some cornmeal, you can put some cornmeal. Or a small dab of honey in each pot. Honey is great too. Put a small dab of honey in each pot. This will become part of that soil and it'll nourish the plant with Henwin's power. Ashe. Huh? You niggas don't know how to tap in. You niggas don't know how to tap in. You don't. I be trying to tell you, but you don't though. Don't know how to tap in, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody in general. Hope y'all having a good Free Ass Day, good Friday. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I noticed that y'all want that takeoff shit heavy, huh? Y'all really want that takeoff. I'm not gonna exploit that. So there's more information coming out. So tomorrow or later on the day I'll do a takeoff video. I don't know if it'll be a live, but it will be a video. But yeah, I'm not on that. I'm not gonna keep exploiting that. And my grandma's back. I'm not gonna exploit that. One second, because I just want to check something. And somebody's calling me. Hello.
Hey, so I got a new phone, but it's not the same people. You have to go through the same people So I don't know. They didn't. You couldn't keep the same number because it wasn't through Cricket. But I don't even know if even if I did find them same people, I don't know if you would still be able to keep your same number or not.
I don't even want it then.
All right. Well,
I'm just playing. 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 Where you at?
I'm about to be pulling up.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. Auntie Tanya here. She about to
Huh?
leave. Auntie Tanya just pulled up. She about to leave though.
I can't hear you.
I said Auntie Tanya just pulled up, but she about to leave.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay. All right. I'll see you right now.
All right.
Bye. Huh? No. I just been at home. I just been reading and stuff. I just been at home reading and stuff. Nah. I ain't got nowhere to go. I want to go get my hair cut, but I ain't got his number. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I'm up here trying to find the word Jew. Let's get to it. Because we just talked about that. Hold on. Because, see, it's not. Because, see, the thing is, the lowercase d doesn't mean the same thing as the uppercase D. So, because they don't mean the same thing, that's what's going down. So, let me see. Hold on. Let me find this real quick. Hold on. Well, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, never mind. What's up, Doc?
Yeah, count pins down there. Yep, you're welcome. And the phone number is on the back.
Okay. So, yeah. Let me see here. Let me see if they got it. Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna put the word because I don't want to have to go through all of these because who knows how many it could be. But evil, watch. There's many forms of it, but it's getting to it. Hold on. What'd you say? There it is. Jew. Bad, evil, sad of heart, evilly, evil, bad, evil, evil, evil. Jew, to call upon God, which is Jua, the evil one, Jew. So you think he's wrong? Because it meant many different things. So like I said, let's go to this while we're talking about it. The devil stone Sheber, a wider view. So this was the stone. So they flipped this stone. I'm about to download it. Oh, I didn't know you was right there. Hey, I'm about to download it. 1 second, y'all. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna download that. Hmm. And yeah, they say the reason that they actually turn the stone is because they believe bad things will happen if they don't. Methodist, alcohol, and folk traditions. So I guess they get drunk and they do it too. But hold on. It might be relevant that the John Wesley, the founder of Methodism, came through Shaber and that Methodists don't drink. Oh, hold on. Wait, what they saying? Oh, that's the only festival where they can't, where they ain't supposed to drink. And the Devil's Stone is between the church and the pub. And even though the pub is called the Devil's Stone, they don't. I guess they don't even open on that day. Hmm, that's crazy. All right, y'all. See y'all. What you doing tonight? I ain't got no plans. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Same. All right. Uh, yeah. I guess that's it. It says why this particular stone. So that according to what they say, it say the devil dropped it out of his pocket when he fell from heaven to hell. The devil dropped it when he was fighting with God, and it fell on him and flattened him. The devil is actually imprisoned underneath it. If you actually believe in the devil, that might make you think twice about turning it. But what do I know? He says Saint Michael dropped the stone on the devil. The stone was an altar stone that belonged to a pre-Christian religion, which would be Gnosticism. That could make sense. The stone was quarried for the foundation stone of Hanskot Church, which is nearby, and the devil moved it to Sheber. Mm. Every time someone moved it back to the church, it turned up at Sheber again. That can make sense too. That low key can make some sense. So the devil threw the stone, and the church at the church and missed it. That can make some sense. The stones a glacial erratic something. The glaciers picked up in one place and dropped in another. Glaciers were known for their sense of humor. The one carrying the stone said to another glacier, "Watch this. I'm gonna set this thing down right here." That's actually pretty funny. He said, "I'm gonna set this thing down right here." I set this thing down right here. It will check back in thousands of years. I bet those annoying little hairless creatures will be worshiping it. That's kind of funny.
Why?
That's actually pretty funny.
She's
She just got the
tired,
groceries.
Celine.
See ya.
She's tired.
I was talking to my sister. Oh, it's the same type of phone, huh?
Yeah, I think they all.
So yeah. So yeah. Gotta do this software update on my phone. I just got a new phone. My sister just dropped it off. But yeah. She beer. According to various edges of the internet run by people who I suspend know as much about stones as I do, they claim the stone is granite, the stone is quartz, and the stone is of a composition unknown anywhere in Europe. No one claims that it's a composition unknown anywhere on the planet, and everyone agrees that it weighs a ton. So yeah, let's see if we can find out some more information on that turning the devil's stone. But before we do that, let's get back into what we talking about. What it do, crew? I have no idea who the fuck is in here. But we's gonna find out. We's gonna find out who's all's up in here on Tubbs. Ooh, look at Brittany. Oh. I didn't know it was your birthday. She. Cause I gotta wish happy birthday to a close friend from back then. Here. Alright. Maybe. 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 I think that was. Look. I think that was the chick I work with that just drove by. Man, the block is hot right now. I don't know why everybody in mama's driving right now. I ain't seen these many niggas drive by since '87. Anyway, hope I ain't sharing the screen. So I'm up here looking at this, at my homegirl's picture, like, oh, extra, extra. I ain't looking at it like that. But I'm just like, you know. But anyway, mama holding this box. I got a green box. Smile. You don't click, bitch. Alright, so I got me a charger. I got me a phone. Nah, I still gotta do this shit. I was like, yeah, bitch, put your number in the phone. She said, this thing got a cricket. Yeah, them motherfuckers still around. Yeah, no. No, no, no. Yeah, they still around now. Yeah, say. You know. But anyway, I was just checking the chat. Let's get back to what we was gonna play. Real quizzic like. So I want to get into some information about what we're talking about first. So we're gonna get into, and I'm gonna play. And this is for educational purposes. This is fair use for educational purposes. What I'm about to play. So to break it down, I'm gonna play something first to explain what we're dealing with. So let's get to this one, which is 7 minutes and 17 seconds, which I think is very interesting as far as the numerology goes. This is by FTD Facts. So shout out to FTD Facts, fair use for educational purposes. Let's get into the 10 Gnostic teachings of Jesus, that was hidden by the church. Okay, and we're gonna get into this first, and then we're gonna get into what the Gnostics, who were the Gnostics, because that's the key. When you realize that Jesus, the Christian concept was not true to them, what we understand now, because they were the ones who taught them what Christianity was, because Yeshua or other forms of his name did not believe in the concept of worship. So therefore, everything that came conceptually from worship came conceptually from people with a agenda. So when Kyrie's saying, what they saying in that documentary about it being propaganda, there is truth to it, merely because it came from war. Did you not hear about the Crusades, nigga? You ain't know about the Crusades? Did you forget that happened? I'm just asking. Did you forget that happened? I'm just asking. Because the Crusades happened. They happened. According to what they tell you, the transatlantic slave trade, that passageway, the Middle Passage, according to what they say, that happened, right? Smoking on some weeds on a purple back. It's purple. It's purple. Look at it. It's purple. Purple. My fingernails are dirty, yes. They're long and I need to clip them. Thank you. but it's still purple. It's purple. So yeah, man. No, yeah. Say, no, yeah, no, say. Yeah, no, yeah, you no, yeah, say. No, yeah, no, say, no, yeah, say. Uh, every time I talk like Charleston White, I get confused on what I actually be wanting to say and shit. I be like, what was I about to say? Oh, they were my cat home girl. This bitch don't do nothing but walk. This bitch can't stay still. Look at her. She wants to come. She wants to come over here, but saw me on the fucking goddamn porch. I want to put the camera on her, but I'm scared the bitch go turn around. Because you know I'm talking about her. She kept going. Somebody set the house on fire next door to me last night. I don't know who the fuck did that. Probably some crackhead or somebody trying to smoke some meth. They're like, ah! Didn't see that cobweb hanging. Try to use that torch. Drop the bowl. And they got the torch that you get that they got the fucking lock on, right? They got the lock on, so the torch doesn't turn off. So as they bend down to get the bowl and just, they don't set like 16s on fire. Ah! Set a bitch hair on fire. She was trying to. Bitch, why'd you trying to pick up the shit? They set the bitch hair on. Bitch, I was telling you. Yeah, I told her don't pick up the shit. I done told her 15 times. Why you keep trying to pick up the shit? Right? That's funny as hell. Oh, let's get back to this. Hopefully we ain't got no ads.
If
Of
you
course we
shop
got
on
ads, so we'll go ahead and put this nigga on mute. Shout out to FTD Facts, who has 1.3 million. So of course they ain't joking. I'm going on mute. Let's go. Put my black ass on mute, bitch.
earth can't actually be found in the Bible. And a lot of it is believed that many things that Jesus said during his life on earth can't actually be found in the Bible. And a lot of the words attributed to Jesus are actually found in what are known as Gnostic Gospels. Some early Christians referred to them as the secret sayings of the Savior. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and in this episode we're going to be looking at 10 Gnostic teachings of Jesus hidden by the church. At number 10, we have the teaching of know yourself. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the teachings fall under this umbrella, but let's begin. The teaching of knowing yourself is central in various spiritual philosophies, and it spawns a major question. What is the self that you're referring to? Either way, in the book of Thomas the Contender,
Now I talk a lot about this with my class. My class, we are heavily involved with the Gnostic text. It's the foundation of a lot of the thought system of what I teach, mainly because it's the true teachings of what we, excuse me, were being taught. Sorry, let me go ahead and take this thing down real quick so you don't have this weird ass shit. Uh It's the true teachings of what we are being taught. So ultimately, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, if you believe in the Christ, then would you rather hear it from the Christ's mouth, or you want to hear it from some niggas that wasn't even there when the motherfucker was alive? I'd rather hear it from him himself. I would not want to hear it from some niggas that had a point in making it true and then killed people by the masses. By the masses to prove it. The fuck? The fuck? So if I went and shot up, theoretically, if I went and shot up somebody's school, if I went on a murdering spree, a killing spree, in the name of something I believe, to make everybody in the city of Flint believe that too, that's divine? Here's the key though. You have to name it after me though. And here's the bigger key, yo. I don't want to be seen, ho. What am I saying? Jesus didn't even want people to know he had power. He didn't even want people to know about him. So what makes you think that he's going to have somebody go kill in his name, right? To create a religion of his beliefs and a way you're supposed to live to be saved by him. But he didn't even want you to know he can save you. Especially considering he keeps saying know yourself and only you can save yourself. So I'm going to be quiet. Let me just play this.
Of the teachings fall under this umbrella, but let's begin. The teaching of knowing yourself is central in various spiritual philosophies, and it spawns a major question. What is the self that you're referring to? Either way, in the book of
Not to sidetrack you, sorry. Um, One of the reasons I'm pausing it is because one of the reasons I even got into understanding spirituality is I was having a conversation with one of my friends, a close friend, and I asked him, "Yo, have you ever thought about something? What is the self?" And he said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, what is the self?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, if you got yourself, I got myself. The person that just drove by got herself. The people behind them got themselves. And when you look at nature itself is itself. So what is the self? Because if everything has some type of attachment to the self itself, right? Then ultimately the self has to be something. The self is something that, and this is the funniest thing, the self is also the word the Sith or the Seth. Seth, the soot, the Saturn, the shaitan, whatever you want to call it. That's the self. That's the devil. That's what the devil is. The fact you have a self is the devil. The self is the devil. It's an elf. It's the mini version. It's the double. The Diablo. That's what that word means. Because they could not speak the language that we spoke. So every time they spoke something, they mistranslated it. And that's what you're gonna see, because if you think about it, he who has known himself has already achieved knowledge about the depth of all. Think about that quote. He who has known himself. So he who has known his own evils has already achieved knowledge about the depth of all, because that you know your own potential. You know how deep, how low you will stoop. You ever be around somebody like it's like, for example, my grandma say this all the time. She'll say that ain't nobody gonna steal out this house, and that's because she knows she didn't raise no thieves. Period. Period. So if something come out the house, it had to be somebody that came in the house. It can't be somebody that was already in the house that usually come. It got to be somebody brand new. It wouldn't be somebody that's what that means. He who has known himself has already achieved knowledge about the depth of all. It means the fact that you know what you will do and won't do. It's like if somebody said, if a girl ever came and said that I raped her, everybody in my family would probably whoop her ass. They would probably beat that girl down because they know that's not even a thought form. If I ever saw something like that, I'd beat I don't even gotta know you. I'd beat whoever up is doing it. I grew up around women. I have seven. I have one my grandma and then six great aunts. So it's like, and that's all of them. And then they have kids. And then and so just think about how many women that is. You can't, yeah, there's just certain things that just don't fly around certain people. And that's what that statement means. He who has known himself has already achieved the knowledge about the depth of all. Because that you know how deep you gonna go. How low you'll go, how high you'll be. That's why it's best to stay in the middle. Because the higher you go, something's gonna knock you off your high horse. The lower you stay, the more you just get and dirt through on you. You know how they say shoveling? That's what that means. Because they didn't used to people think being buried alive, they used to bury you with soil. No, they would bury you with fertilizer. That was an Egyptian thing. It was a joke. Because think about it. If Kephara, that's what that means in the Bible too. How he goes to hell for 3 days. That's because he was covered in shit. Because the dung beetle rose up the sun every day, right? The sun, the rising sun. That's the dung beetle in ancient Egyptian. So when they translated it in English, they just didn't tell you the story behind why that was that. But when you look at it in Islam, in the Quran, it goes into more detail about his 3 days in hell. So as well as I believe in the Tanakh. I don't know in the Talmud. I'd have to check. I have to check. I think in the Tanakh, I think they do. Um, I know the Torah. They don't even believe he was the son. He was the son of God. So technically, his rising and all that stuff, you're not gonna read it and see it in the same light as you would see it in Islam. But if you read it and you read about Esau's 3 days in hell, Esau when he spends his 3 days in hell, which is the term the name for Jesus in Islam, um That's equivalent to Horus the Sightless in ancient Egypt. So that's where that mythology comes from. He loses his eyes. It's the 3 days of the new moon. That's literally what it is. When there's no light outside, because you can't tell. So, and here's the problem. Why that's the issue? Because you don't know if you don't have. Think about this. You talking like niggas had calendars. This is what makes me mad when we have these conversations, because we don't take into account life. You ain't seeing niggas walking around with watches or calendars. They don't know what time it is. They can only tell by the positioning of the sun and the positioning of the stars where the moon is. So if there is no moon, nigga, you don't know what time it is. That's the point. Horus the Sightless. The hours are gone. Horus, hours. The darkness. Niggas. Melanin. They talking about us as black people, and we don't get it. That's what's sad. Why? Because if you want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. That's why I said I'm gonna start writing books, because niggas don't read, because niggas don't write books. So if maybe we start writing books, niggas will have a reason to start reading. That's how I look at it. F it. That's my goal. We just gonna do it that way. So let's go. I'm gonna keep this video going. So and I'm gonna just shut up. So ah.
Yourself. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the teachings fall under this umbrella, but let's begin. The teaching of knowing yourself is central in various spiritual philosophies, and it spawns a major question. What is the self that you're referring to? Either way, in the book of Thomas the Contender, we find a quote attributed to Jesus that says this: "He who has known himself has already achieved knowledge about the depth of all." So when you look at this quote, it seems to imply that when someone understands who they actually are, they attain fundamental knowledge that everything else is based upon. Number 9 brings us that which you have. Now this ties into number 10, and this teaching points to the concept of personal accountability. And also it points to an idea that personal responsibility is linked to one's true self, and that knowledge, when it's drawn out, will bring salvation to someone. In the Gospel of Thomas, we find this quote: "That which you have will save you if you bring it forth from yourselves."
Let me chime in real quick. First of all, let me put a like and a subscribe on their channel, because I can't tell y'all to like and subscribe and notify if I ain't saying the same thing. So let me put some respect on their name. Shout out to FTD Facts on YouTube. FTD Facts. I'll go ahead and share this link and their channel in the actual YouTube after I finish. But let me close this as well. One thing that he said about that which you have. Now, this can mean a few things. Will save you. Now, to me, this means the difference between regeneration and reincarnation. Now, in reincarnation, it's basically explaining karma. To me, in regeneration, it's explaining dharma. Now, let me tell you the difference. So, the reincarnation is basically saying that if a person who's reincarnated, now this is just my own theory. I have things that back this up as far as objective resources, but I'm just giving you my subjective opinion right now to save time. I believe, shout out to Shirley Jew. That's funny because we just talked about the word Jew, and she just literally, I got a notification. She's going live on IG. Shout out to her. Um, a high ass Asian. I think she's Asian. She might be Pacific Islander, but she say hi. I'd smoke with her. I'd smoke out with her for sure. Um, I know a lot of niggas were thinking I'd probably say, "Oh, I'd bang her for sure." I don't know that. I've never been around her. She seems cool, you know what I'm saying, but like on a smashable level, look wise, I'd give her some. But on a personality level, I can only go on what I see, and she seems cool. So she's like a, I'll give her like a 80% smashability. That really the because the 20% gonna depend on me how I'm feeling. Not like that, but how she feel about me. You feel? Because if a girl give you a 20% chance, but you giving her an 80% chance, that's a 100% chance you might smash. So I might smash. You know what I'm saying? In the future. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Shirley Jew. Sure Jew on IG. And she's also she does the interviews on Vlad TV. So shout out to her. But yeah, the reincarnated people have karma because they live their life through what they can experience through incarnation. Regenerated people already realize, which are usually people who they say that have old souls. These people already realize they've been here before, so they're detached from the world. So their knowledge of self is most important. That's the dharma. So their dharma, the difference between karma and dharma is something that happens because it's attached to your ego. So like, let's say let's say I'm a police officer and I arrest somebody that has an ounce of weed because of their attitude, and then I pull over somebody else afterwards, and they also have an ounce of weed, but I give them a ticket, I give them a citation because they were honest with me and told me they had the weed, versus the person who lied to me and said they did not have no weed, but I could smell it and I found it. The fact that it's still an ounce of weed, and it's up to my discretion to cite or apprehend, detain, and arrest if I choose, can create karma because it's the now you're teetering the line between what you want to do and what you don't want to do because you're looking at things subjectively. Dharma is completely objective. So if every nigga you come across got an ounce of weed, nigga, if you get pulled over with an ounce of weed, you just be like, you know what? Just take me to jail. They be like, nah, I'll write you a ticket. Nah, no, no. See, I take every. I'm remember because they gonna know you. They be like, look, Bradford, don't worry about it. Why I say Bradford? Look, Bradford, don't worry about it, man. I'll just go ahead and write you a ticket. I didn't see it in the first place. You like, nah, man, fuck the ticket, man. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see it, man. No, 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 no. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, take me to jail. What you mean, Bradford? Take me to jail, Nick. Why you want me to take you to jail, Bradford? Because I got an ounce of weeds. You start lighting it up in front of them and everything. Blowing it in the body cam. Bradford, stop it. Cut it out. You're going to get yourself taken to jail. I said take me to jail, Willie. Did you just call me Willie? You called me my first name on the job? Yeah. I'm still respecting you as a man, Bradford. Fuck you, cop. You 12, started spitting on the cop. Meanwhile, you're an off-duty cop. That would be Dharma. Why? And here's the key. You would be rewarded for that. You're punished for karma. You're rewarded for Dharma. Because Dharma is that which you do in relation to the being you're supposed to be. That what you're supposed to be is what allows Dharma to flourish. So if I'm supposed to be a warrior, and I've always been a warrior in my soul's image, then ultimately, if I were not a warrior, that's a problem. That becomes an issue. So let's get into this. Pick this back up. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. Back up. And all that good stuff. The mic.
Possessions comes at number 8. Of Thomas, we find this quote: ability is linked to one's true self, and that knowledge, when it's drawn out, will bring salvation to someone. In the Gospel of Thomas, we find this quote: that which you have will save you if you bring it forth from yourselves. Enjoying your possessions comes at number 8. Now, many of these Gnostic teachings, like I mentioned, by the way, have people look inwards, and this teaching is no different. So this quote is taken from the Gnostic Gospel of Philip, and it goes, and I quote, "Those who have come to know themselves will enjoy their possessions." So not just having deep knowledge or salvation comes from knowing yourself, but also enjoying your possessions that you have comes from knowing yourself too, according to this teaching. The teaching at number 7 is what you seek after. Oftentimes we hear phrases like, just do your research, or read this book, or go study that subject and enroll in that course in order to gain knowledge to pursue any path that we choose, whether it's employment, religious, or personal. Yet this teaching seems to contradict that, and again brings the focus back to oneself. What you seek after is within you, and that's found in the dialogue of the Savior. So one interpretation of this is that for anything that you're in search of, you already possess the abilities and the resources and the faculties to actualize it, but there are other meanings that can be drawn from this teaching. Moving on though to the teaching at number 6, Son of Man being within. Beware that no one lead you astray, saying, lo here or lo there, for the Son of Man is within you. Follow after him. Those who seek him will find him. Taken from the Gospel of Mary. So is this saying that the following of the Son of Man, Jesus, is more so an internal following rather than a physical following? Halfway to number 5, who listens? Matthew, Lord, when I speak, who listens? The Lord said, it is the one who speaks who also listens, and it is the one who can see who also reveals. That's also taken from the dialogue of the Savior. So yeah, very interesting one to gnaw on there. Moving on to number 4, let's look at the kingdom. So what is referred to as a kingdom, assuming it's talking about the kingdom of God, is actually something that is within, also outside of people. The kingdom is inside you and it is outside you. That's taken from the Gospel of Thomas. Now the teaching at number 3 is the place we are going. The disciples said, "What is the place to which we are going?" The Lord said, "Stand in the place that you can reach." And that's found in the dialogue of the Savior. So there's probably a lot that can be expanded upon with this quote. It's one of those answers that appear to not answer the question, but there are some beliefs about this quote that it actually
Interestingly enough, in ancient Egypt, uh, that means a lot more than what you think.
answers the question. So whether literally traveling or attaining a goal, let's say, you can be sure that the only place that you're going are the places that you can reach or believe that you can reach. That's one interpretation of this teaching. Number 2, when will the kingdom come? The kingdom of God may not necessarily be what you guys think it is. Look at this passage. His disciples said, "When will the kingdom come? It will not come by waiting for it. It will not be a matter of saying, here it is, or there it is. Rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out upon the earth, and men do not see it." Taken from the Gospel of Thomas. So literally could be anywhere. Maybe it's invisible, or maybe it means something else that we just don't know. Or is everything in creation considered the kingdom of God? Not just a particular heaven or something. Now the final teaching that we're going to look at is the hidden will be seen. Very interesting one, guys. So listen to this one. Recognize what is in your sight, and that which is hidden from you will become plain to you. For there is nothing hidden that will not become manifest. And that's also a teaching from the Gospel of Thomas. So this could carry a meaning that whatever you see always has something more to it. This could be a physical object, or maybe something like a concept or a law of nature. We may see something, we observe something, and we may take it at face value, or maybe not even understand the deeper intricacies of that thing. But if you look at it, examine it, consider it for a little bit longer, maybe it opens up a whole new world of understanding. So there you have it, guys. This was a look at 10 Gnostic teachings of Jesus hidden by the church. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a big like, as well as I want to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Join in on the conversation. Thanks for hanging out with me here on another FTD Facts episode. If this is your first time here, subscribe and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified when we post our daily videos. We love to explore topics similar to this. So if these topics are of interest to you, join the FTD Facts family, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.